So now this is starting to send the communication to the other DS. You can see they're all here. Select, select, and select. Hello everyone, this is Magbo Gaming here, back at Angry Guy's channel. And we are gonna be doing something a little bit different today on this channel as well. So basically, before we get started, gotta let you guys know about the Rumble channel of Angry Guy as well. The Rumble is the best place to go, and whenever he does live streams, he does it a lot longer on Rumble than on YouTube, because YouTube's become the censor station. So everything else that is not censored, that he could just say how he truly feels, can go on Rumble. And also the Angry Crypto Academy, you could check in the description below, where you could learn how to invest in cryptos, know which cryptos to look into to see if it's right for you. Anyway, so today's video, we are going to look into one of my videos, and this video is basically on my discussion on the DS download play. It's a little bit interesting, I would say. Let's give you a quick recap on that.
One of the best features of the Nintendo DS was the DS Download Play. This feature allowed you to play multiplayer games with friends that didn't even own the game. And here's how it worked. The one player that owned the game would host a session while others joined through Download Play. The owner's DS would wirelessly transfer a portion of the game data to other systems, letting everyone play together. The best part of this process is that it worked wirelessly. In games like Mario Kart DS, 8 people could play off of one cartridge. Even though the games were fully playable, they still were limited. For example, in Mario Kart, there was only so many racetracks available, not every single one. Another thing you could do with DS Download Play is send demo version of games to your friend's system. So it was kind of like a free trial of the game. And as you can see in this video, this worked between the original Nintendo DS, the DS Lite, the DSi, DSi XL. This feature would be continued on the 3DS and 2DS line. And there were so many games that supported this feature that I cannot list them all here.
So now that you have a little quick rehab, we're gonna get to my version of it. Hello everyone, this is Magbo Gaming here, and today is gonna be a little bit of an interesting video that I wanted to do and show off. Is download play on a DS still viable in 2025? Because the Nintendo Switch 2, this Switch 2, has brought back download play, but the only thing is that the Nintendo Switch 2 is the only one that can host it, while the Switch 1 can join the download play and play all those other games. Even Donkey Kong Bonanza you can play on Switch 1 via download play, and it's streamed, I guess. I don't know how that works.
Together locally on multiple systems using just one game with GameShare. As shown here, even games that require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game. With GameShare, you can temporarily share compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch
DS
2
has it.
or a Nintendo Switch system.
I forgot what it's called.
You
DS
can share a
Download
game
Play.
with up to 3 other systems at a time.
Yo, that's
GameShare
crazy.
also supports online play with other Switch 2 systems,
Yo,
and you can use it with friends.
But back in the day, this was invented on the DS back in 2004, and it was to connect with one game only. Just one game, in order for other DSs and 3DSs out there to join them. So it doesn't matter if you had a DS or a 3DS and stuff like that, you'll be able to join all DS games that you use download play. All 3DS and DS can join it. And as for the 3DS download plays, all the 3DS can join it. So let's do a little experiment on this, and I will also demonstrate that I'm gonna be preparing these for friends of mine that comes over, so that way you'll have an idea how fun is download play still is to this day, since everything is wireless and stuff. Like, we gotta get back to these stuff. Since the Switch 2 came back, I thought I recognized that the 3DS was the one that came up with it first for the new generation. So here it is, this download play. Now let's go to all the DS I have to demonstrate on this. Okay, so first of all, you see download play here, right? If you go to the app, it'll have you choose between 3DS and DS, right? So it's still compatible with both of them, which is nice. But I believe I do have Mario Party DS on this thing, and yes, I'm right. Mario Party DS. So as I start this game, let's put that aside. Any of these DSs right here, DS Lite, DSi, 3DS XL, yep, the Love Plus one. This can work on it, this, and this. We got all this to test it on. But of course, we're only going to use like 4 out of all this. So let's see. If this was a live stream, I would have you choose. But since it's not, then I'll just personally choose for myself. Now let's set this up for download play, because I got to prepare this for later. I'm going to be showing you some clips of us playing download play in this day and age. Trust me, it's still very useful. I have all these DSs, not only because I'm a collector, but it's also because, like, if I have friends that don't have a DS, which most of them don't these days, then at least I have a DS that I could lend them so they could use download play on, and we could play multiplayers on the DS. So we got this first. Okay, so all 4 of the DSs are on now. So this one is waiting, as you can see here. This one is waiting for the other DSs to come in. So here, download play. We'll set that up. Download play here on the DSi. And on the 3DS, you select this app right here. And yeah, because it has a DS system built in when it comes to like emulation. I don't know if it's natively or so, but here it is. Now we're gonna accept. I'm gonna accept this too. So yeah, this is good to set up for an actual party in case you want to play outside of the house and you have enough DSs, or you know, of course, you know, you could do the same with the Switch. But the thrill of this download play is that every single one of these has their own screen. Everyone's gonna have their own screen instead of like sharing the same screen with the Nintendo Switch 1, which does not have download play, unfortunately. So that's the main difference in it. That's why there's still an advantage today for you to do these download play. So this is the host right here. As you can see, we have all 3 of these all join in. Yeah, one of them is Magbo Man. Magbo Man, I believe, is this DS right here. I forgot to change the name on Sophie, and Mika was probably back in the day. I had an imaginary girlfriend called Mika. Don't ask why, but you get the idea. I just named it after that. Now we set them all up. Now every single one of them is gonna be all sent to this, and this is gonna host the other 3. You remember how great that was, guys? Where we could all join at the same time. Now everyone can join in a distance. Like, one person can take it to the bed, the other one's gonna take it in the corner over there. I mean, the connections is all communicated here. You can see right here, the signal is pretty strong right now on all 3 DSs. Yep. So, oh, fail. Oops, I made a big mistake. Ah, shit. Okay, that's a blooper right there. We could consider as a blooper. We'll do that again. If one of the DSs does have communication error, we're gonna see this pop up. So the blooper is that this DS right here sometimes turns off by itself. So we're gonna use another DS for this. That's why we have another one here, just in case. So let's do this again. Okay, so we're gonna do this again. Download play here. Download play here. So here's the thing about this DS. I almost forgot to let you know. Since this is a Japanese DS, this is the Love Plus 3DS XL thingy. So if you want to see a review on this, I do have a link to it on this channel. On my DXS archive channel where I actually reviewed this DS. So, you know, it's just letting you guys know out there. When it comes to 3DS, if I do a download play on 3DS, it's region locked, so it won't work, and I'm going to show you that soon. But for now, let's show off the DS version part of it. And now with this, let's start hosting. So now this is starting to send the communication to the other DS. You can see they're all here. Select, select, and select. Yep, it's interesting that this one's all in Japanese, right? Yeah, the other 3DS doesn't have the same problem that this one does, that it just turns on by itself out of nowhere. It doesn't always do that. This thing, for the most part, works, but, you know, it was recorded on camera, so, you know, it tends to happen, unfortunately. I spent only like $30 on this online. It was a bargain. It still works. It's just that once in a while this happens. Now, as you can see, if you see it very closely, everyone is registered. Now we have another female name for some reason. Yep, this was my original name, Dinox-kun, before it was Magbo. Transmitting the data. They're all transmitting right here. Pretty nice, right? So, yep, I'm just trying to get it ready. There's enough for Mario Party DS. Now, we have it right here, right? So, we're only going to get as far as showing the minigame mode. Now everyone is connecting, as you can see right here. Pretty cool, right? I made a short of this recently.
Hey guys, in a world pushing you to own nothing and be happy, crypto is your key to survival. Join Angry's Crypto Academy to master buying, selling, and trading crypto. Make huge profits and safeguard your wealth. Plus, discover the one crypto virtually no one is talking about, poised to create new millionaires in the upcoming bull run. The link is in the description of the video below. Go check it out now.
And now, one of the games that we played was Step It Up. So, we're gonna see some clips of me playing with them right about now. Yeah, I'm hearing some Nintendo music here right now. So, now that everyone has chosen, the birthday boy's here. Please,
Hi.
hello. I like your Kirby beanie, by the way.
Thank you.
And then there's Caitlin right here.
The decoration is morning.
It's something. So we're all playing Mario Party DS, a very old Mario Party game that we're all playing here for nostalgia, right?
Yes.
Yeah, how does it feel playing on the DS again?
Like I'm back in teenage years with my siblings.
Oh,
Very sad but happy.
Sad by happy. Oh yeah, you missed the good memories, right?
Yes, of course. They were
Yeah.
a blessing.
Yeah, that's true. And Chicadota left already, aka Raul. Okay, let's get started. So as you can see, once I click OK, everything goes here. I like how they all go to the same screen at the same time, right? Now, we're just testing this. I'm gonna select Mario here, select Luigi here, Wario, and Yoshi. And then I click OK right here on the host, because this is the one that has the cartridge. The other three does not have the Mario Party DS cartridge, just this one right here. And everything is okay, default settings. So we're gonna get as far as here because I'm not gonna play with all 4 DSs at the same time myself. That's impossible pretty much. But now everyone has their own screens to play with. They can actually have their own DSs for a little while for the party. And I'm pretty sure that they're gonna have a lot of fun today. So if you have a bunch of DSs in your collection, you wanna set a wireless party with all these DSs, this thing Nintendo can never take away from us because this thing is local wireless. It's not connected to any Nintendo servers and stuff, and we can still play like this today, which is amazing. So everyone has their own screens there. Usually, typically, we all stare at the same TV screen, but here, and Mario Kart and all that stuff, which is another game we'll be testing out pretty soon real quick. You get the idea. So let's test it out in the next game, which is Mario Party, the top 100, because this is the one I really want to play with my friends tonight. And you're going to see by the end of this whole thing how we do it and stuff. So yeah, let's do it. Okay, so now we're going to pop in Mario Party, the top 100 on this DS right here. Because this is where all the more classic mini games are in. There we go. And we're gonna prepare download play for that. Yep, you see my beanie right there, my red beanie? Yep, that's me. There we go. Yeah, this game I definitely need to unlock more mini games. I just don't play Mario Party on my own, so that's the thing. Play with friends. So you see play with friends right here. All the 3DSs here are welcome. Of course, this ain't gonna work because this does not play 3DS games, but you get the idea. Now we're gonna host it. Now you could choose if everyone has the game, which that's not the case. This is the only 3DS that has the top 100 right here. And this is the only copy I got, so I gotta distribute it with everybody. Play with one game. And now people who don't have the game can go to the system's home menu. So this is the app you're gonna go to get to the download play. So let's just get that underway. You got the DS download play here, here. And let's see if this works, this Japanese 3DS. Let's see if it could detect it. Because this is where the region lock thing starts going off. So 3DS here, 3DS here. Now, as you can see, let's go here. The Mario Party, the top 100 is already selected on the new 2DS XL. And it's also on the new 3DS, the regular one. The one with the Xenoblade cover as well. So this is pretty much the rarest one of all. Got this, you got this. Download the title. Yep. But unfortunately, this one does not work. Because this is a Japanese 3DS, so it's region lock. Unlike the DS, it didn't matter, but the 3DS, well, you know, it can't do it. So as you can see that this one worked on DS, but didn't work on 3DS. So we're gonna have to use another one for this to show the 4-player cooperability. And this is where this game comes in. And by the way, the reason why this is connected is because the battery on this does not last long at all. So we're gonna have to keep it on for the testing of this video. So let's put it here. This is the first 3DS I ever got, by the way. This is the flame red one. We're gonna select the 3DS, of course, and this is the host, by the way, of course. So we're gonna select this. We're gonna select download this title, and then we'll just let it sit back here. People who don't have the game can go to the system. Yeah, so we got all this right here. Dinox Hacks, which is this one. Dinox Kun, I guess this is this one. And Leilani, which is this one, I think. Yeah. So we're gonna begin. We're gonna host them all here. So this is how 3DS download plays works. It's a little bit different from the DS one, but it works pretty much the same way. So yeah. Just wait until this thing shows up. Now, as you can see, they're all in this screen. So yeah, definitely this has to be charged in this little power bank here. Let's see if there's enough. And yeah, there's enough for now. So like, yeah, now we could get the party started. So we could put 100 mini games, and I guess we could choose. I choose Mario, Luigi here, Princess Peach here, because that's a girl's name. And we got Yoshi here. And then after that, the host will press next. And then we have all this. Yep. So you could choose pretty much any mini games at this point. Or you could go auto. And then they choose it for you. So this is the random one. Randomizer pretty much. So let's see how this goes. So yeah, this is one of those classic games from Mario Party 2. So, you know, this is why a lot of people are going to enjoy. Like, if you're okay, you press this and everyone's ready to play. Of course, I'm the only one moving it, so I'm just gonna knock them all down. Die Yoshi. Die Luigi. Die Peach. Of course, we'll show this example right now of us playing.
All three, at least the hands.
Yeah. So yeah, we were just playing Mario the top 100 all together here. You know, at least for a little while we made some time together. So yeah, that's the example. This game, there's Mario, Princess Peach, Luigi, and Yoshi. Of course I won. And I knocked them down one by one. But yeah, that's download play for you. What you guys think? Yeah, so with the Switch 2 coming out, now the Switch 2 can host other Switch 2s and Switch 1s to play on one cartridge. Glad that feature is back, but unfortunately for the Switch One, it can never be the host of a download play ever. So, you know, the Switch One kind of has the short end of the stick when it comes to download play. Yeah, so pretty crazy, I'd say. So the host just left and everyone got communication error. But that was because I did it this time. So yeah, the music does last for a few seconds after the host leaves, and then it shows up this. Okay, so as you can see, this is the DS I'm gonna use for the host. I'm gonna host this with this DS because out of all the DSs you see right here, this is my favorite pretty much. So, yep, you can't take this away from me, honestly, because this feels the best in my hands. It's red see-through and everything. It looks amazing. So, yeah. So every time I play download play, I'm always going to use this for the most part. Maybe once in a while I switch over, but this is what I use the most. So yeah, what do you guys think of download play on the 3DS still being viable in 2025? Would you continue to use it if you have multiple DSs in your collection? And you could invite your friends over to play some download play? Because sometimes, okay, yeah, it's fun to play on the Switch, but sometimes you kind of want to go back and play these older games with these people and still have just as much fun as the modern titles. Yeah, so DS, 3DS, download play, everything wireless. If you want to go all the way back to the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance where you have to use link cables, or in the Game Boy Advance's case, this little adapter, the wireless adapter you can use for Fire Red and Leaf Green and stuff like that. I think Emerald too. I mean, those are all options that you can use to play with your friends if you have enough, because let's be honest, most people around you, the average person, are not going to have DSs or Game Boy Advance that they're actively playing right now. They're playing the most recent console, most likely the Switch 1, and maybe sometimes the Switch 2, since it just came out. We have all the DSs right here. We'll play some more soon. He has my DS Lite here. Yeah, they're all in sleep mode. Download play will still work even in sleep mode, so that's why we put it in sleep mode right now. That's all I have to say. I'll see you all the next time, and Magbo out. Good luck with the hunt, and have fun while gaming. See you later. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching this video. Check these videos too that are related to what you just watched. I'm sure you will find some enjoyment there. You can also follow me on Instagram and support the channel via Patreon or buy my Magbo merch. Links below. Hope to see you again soon.
Nothing says you care like crypto. Nothing can compare. Nothing says you care like crypto. Oh, nothing can compare to crypto.